y'all, what's up, my beautiful peeps? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Gifted Since 92. Give you guys the latest and exclusive content on new music, entertainment, news, and inspirational quotes by yours truly. I am here. Ciara just released a brand new album called CiCi. This is the 8th album from Ciara. And literally, as pretty much a longtime fan, I definitely will say this. I had to listen to this album, and I'm going to discuss my favorite standout tracks, my honest thoughts and opinions, and how overall sonically, how this album is really, 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 really good. So, with that being said, guys, let's get it all and popping as always, shall we? Alright, I'll talk to you guys about my favorite standout tracks, the track listing, and the overall concept of the brand new album CiCi, and it's from it's the second album from her independent Beauty Marks Entertainment label, but it's the overall 8th album that she just recently released. So she released it Friday the 22nd. Okay, so with that being said, number one, Made It. Number two, How We Roll, Ciara and Chris Brown. Number 3, Run It Up featuring Bossman D-Lo. Number 4, Dance With Me, Ciara and Tyga. Number 5, BRB. Number 6, Low Key. Number 7, Type of Party. Number 8, Ecstasy. Number 9, What's Up, Ciara and Busta Rhymes. Number 10, Drop Your Love. Number 11, This Right Here, Ciara and Jazzy Faye featuring Lotto. Number 12, Two in Love. Number 13, Forever featuring Lil Baby, Ciara and Lil Baby. Number 14, Winning featuring Big Frida, Ciara featuring Big Frida. Alright, I definitely will say this album is really amazing. And my standout tracks are Run It Up featuring Bossman D-Lo, Dance With Me featuring Tyga, BRB, What's Up featuring Busta Rhymes, Drop Your Love, This Right Here, Ciara and Jazzy Faye featuring Lotto, and Two in Love. Now, I will say this is pretty much Ciara's another best album, another one of her best albums in her catalog. And I just really got to really be so deep and dive into like her creativity. This time around, she actually definitely pushed her artistry even more. We got more like R&B, soul, pop, hip hop, dance Ciara this time around. There are up-tempo tracks, there are mid-tempo tracks, there are, the sexy tracks. And this is what I really love about, especially, this album. This album, it is pretty much reinventing her sound, pretty much. It's not just like, she has evolved throughout the years with her music. But as I was listening to each record, I said, wow, from the production, it's very experimental. She actually pretty much stayed true to her like original sound, but I wouldn't say that it's more like a revolutionary sound. It's more innovative. It's more like, really crafting that lane that she already had really created years ago, but then she always like elevated to a different formula of like different genres of music. There are different like genres in this album. Even I can hear electronica, R&B, and pop with hip hop and dance music, because Ciara pretty much still pretty much, she exudes that really like very versatile, artistry that she always have had. So she's gonna give us like the R&B soul tracks, but the dance tracks as well. I feel like as I was listening to like Run It Up, like that song Run It Up, featuring Bossman D-Lo, this song is like more R&B, soul, ATL, and dance. It's a hip hop, that grittiness, and more of like that street edge. And Ciara has always pretty much had that side to her as far as the sultry side. And this album, it does pay homage to like the ATL sonically sound of like how she grew up with her music, but she's always pushed that sound more, in my honest opinion. But also, I listened to Dance with Me featuring Tyga. I actually love Dance with Me because when I heard it, I said, wow, it's more like that R&B soul, pop, dance, West Coast feeling to it. I like the R&B sound to it mixed with like R&B and hip hop rap. So Ciara's, like R&B sultry, and then Tyga's rap hip hop. It blends very well. I like that it's very melodic. The production just blends with so much of that like really nice, like kind of like a euphoria kind of mixture of West Coast, but it's like Ciara as well to it. So I like that. Tyga, he did his thing. I had to be honest. Be Right Back. Now, I actually love Be Right Back. Be Right Back is something called like a very sexy, like mid tempo dance pop song. Has like more like that R&B, so alternative, but it's more like a little bit like alternative house music, but more of like that. It's like feel good music, just makes you want to dance. And she always puts out music that wants people to feel good and move and dance. So when I heard this song, I just like the fact that I love how it's so melodic, and she's trying different sounds with her R&B soul lane. But she have always been that chameleon music where she can do different sounds and it sounds really good. It sounds up to date. It sounds very modern. It sounds really like pretty much like, yeah, it sounds so good. I love it. It just makes you want to dance and just have fun, and it's a really good song. Um, What's Up featuring Busta Rhymes. I love that song. I think that song is another one of those bangers where, in terms of like same thing with Run It Up, this song is more like R&B, soul, hip hop, futuristic pop, ATL kind of southern style Ciara. So Ciara definitely like pretty much put her spin on like the singing and the rapping, but her vocals are really good on here. Busta Rhymes with his verses, he killed it, he murked it, coming from the era of hip hop. I feel like that chemistry pretty much is like one of those really like turned up empowerment. It's kind of like you're in the club, you be in the club, you be at home, you can be riding your car, chilling, just cruising your car, like you feel turned up, you feel good, So it's really more like pretty much like self discovery and doing your own thing and just like and worrying about haters. I actually love like the beat when it drops. It's like more like up tempo and it's like really like real turned up and like really more like a R&B infused with like a hip hop flavor collaboration that's more like authentic. So I love that song. That song is good. Drop Your Love. This is one of my favorite songs from this album. I love the um record to it. I have a good feeling that song reminds me of a record I've heard before from another artist. I feel like it's sampled a little bit. As I was listening to it, I said it reminded me of like Evelyn Champagne King, Love Calm Down a little bit, but it seems that the beat is just familiar. But like I said, I just kind of feel like the Drop Your Love is so refreshing. It's so authentic. It's really good. It makes you want to dance. It's like a groovy record. It's kind of like those records where it's like you fall in love with your like love of your life and y'all love each other and y'all just doing y'all, and it's pretty much coming from her personal experience with love and her love currently in her life. But I just love it. So feel good. It makes you want to dance. It's more of a free spirit song. I mean, I love the way how literally how it just flows. It's just really like a up tempo beat, very pop dance. It's just like it's like a feel good kind of record. It's like gives me like a little bit of like retro, a little bit like a I would say a combination of like a new sound of like maybe a little bit of like 90s mixed with 80s 2000s. But this song, she really did a dang on thing with this song. It's a really good dance song. So it's like pretty much a party song. You know, you see yourself rollerblading to this song. I see, you know, pretty much the vision like rollerblading in the ATL, skating rink, stuff like that. It's a real good song. I love that song. This right here is another good song featuring Jazzy Faye and Lotto. Jazzy Faye, I think he produced this song. He did a great job. Lotto, you know, this song is really good. It's another dance type of record. It's fun, you know, for the club, stuff like that. So I love Lotto's feature. It's really good. Her verses, she killed it. So it's good to see Ciara and Jazzy. Like I said, they're just making music again, and I think that's good that the chemistry is still there, and I love it. Two in Love. I think Two in Love is really good. That's another song where Ciara experiment with. This song is more like a, I'm gonna say a R&B soul soft, like I like a mellow alternative sound, but it's more like euphoria. It's kind of like pop to it, and it's really really good. So she's talking about love and romance on this record. But I will say this: literally, the whole entire album is really really good. All of those songs are my favorite standout tracks. I feel like the collaborations are really 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 good. I enjoyed um, all the collaborations, and I feel like this album pretty much really Ciara has pretty much I have always outdone herself with each album. CiCi does represent CiCi, you know, like her as an artist. You know, it's like that, like she never left. But she actually, with her music, it has substance, and it's a little bit of that versatility and that creativity. But this album, I listened to it, I said, you know what? I mean, she actually have always pretty much been, you know, really a dope artist and really changing barriers in music. But this album is another album that's an amazing album. I feel like it's one of her best albums. Another one of her best albums in my honest opinion, because literally it's like pretty much she's, you know, she's more in control of her music and her creativity more, and she's like I said, you know, C Squad, we love it. You know, we pretty much, you know, appreciate, you know, the music that she's made for years. But it's like, yeah, I love it. I think that not more. I feel like it just has so much that soul of like this R&B and dance, hip hop, pop music, and Ciara has always had really did a great job of, you know, reinventing that sound of her own sound, but pushing it to, you know, the forefront. So I definitely will say this. Of course, I'm giving 5 out of 5. You know, the vocals are on point. Variety, you know, topics. You know, I mean, this is a really good album. So that being said, guys, C Squad, Ciara fans, share your thoughts and your opinions. Stay tuned in the next episode. Get Cincinnati 2. Like, share, comment, subscribe down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button. And as always, stay tuned, y'all. I love y'all. Peace.